What you got?
Who's a numpty now then?
Would that be the mooring pin I left in the ground, quarter of a mile back?
At least you realised in time, so it'll burn off a little bit of that Christmas pudding now, won't it? So. We're having a day of investigation on the boat. For some time now we've had intermittent activity, shall I say, from the water pump. It's not all the time, it just runs for a second. Sometimes it can go all night, every 10-20 seconds, and sometimes it doesn't go for days. The boat is also at the moment listing quite badly, and we're getting a little bit paranoid about it. We think maybe the last toilet pump out wasn't a very good one, but we're just beginning to worry more and more. So today we're following our pipe work through. We're pretty sure we haven't got a leak. We've gone right the way through from the water pump all the way through now to the toilet and under the bedroom, under the bed and into the bathroom. And Rich is busy now. I can't see what you're doing. I can't do it like that, can I?
You should turn the camera.
And Rich is busy now. We've got as far as the toilet and we're trying to work out underneath the toilet. So far there's nothing. I think we're just a bit paranoid, don't you?
Yeah, but you know, everybody says, you know, if the water pump keeps going every few minutes, you know, you've got a drip leak. We can't hear water sloshing around in the bottom of the boat, but it is listing to one side. But having said that, everything that's heavy is on the one side. But I always feel better when we've had a pump out and the boat balances perfectly. But the last time we had a pump out, the boat didn't balance perfectly. It was still lilting, so listing rather. So we're just having a bit of an investigation, but this needs to come out. And there's no screws or anything for that piece of rubbish that's there, so I guess it's just glued down.
We're going to be doing the bathroom at some point anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we make a bit of a mess of it. But we've also had the hot water just lately has not been keeping hot. You know, after a couple of hours cruising it's warm and just about warm enough for a shower as soon as you stop cruising. By 3 or 4 hours later it's cold again, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the calorifier, I think that's how you say it, is banging occasionally.
It's like as if there's an air block in there or something. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know these things, do we?
And we've sort of buried our head in the sand, really. You know, while it's okay, we just think, oh, it'll sort itself out. But it's come to the point where we just think we need to have a look. We're coming up to a boatyard soon, so if we find a problem, we might need some help. And the trouble is with this boat as well,
there are no inspection hatches in the floor for you to look under the floor and see if there's any water shifting around in the hole. So you're blind, you know. We're going to have to drill some holes that sort of size with a lift up lid that we can access underneath the floorboard so we can see.
So once again Richard's got a great big hammer in his hand attacking the woodwork of the boat.
Yeah, but
it's just coincidental that we're out of kindling at the moment. So as we've always said, we turn everything around. There's a good side of everything. If we smash a bit of the boat up, at least we've got kindling for the morning. So just get on with it, you. I'll get the kettle on.
Roger.
Jolly cold today, isn't it? What not?
Not off.
Forecast was down to -4. I don't think it got that far because the canal didn't freeze. Boat is so toasty. We kept the fire just on a glimmer overnight. And the trouble is you don't even know how cold it is when you get out of the boat, do you? It's so lovely and warm in there. But we're enjoying a beautiful winter cruise.
Yeah, it's so different cruising in the winter because you can see through the trees and see the landscape. It makes it totally different.
You can see the silhouettes of the trees are gorgeous. You can see the birds. You can't, you know, you hear the birds in the summer, but you don't see much of them. And the colours, a day like this, look at the colours of all the new shoots. I know I'm sounding like I'm a romantic old fool now. But
Do you mean sounding like?
well, I am, but look at that. Big fat pigeon up there trying to keep warm. And we're loving the winter cruising. There's hardly anybody about on the canals, on the water. Really peaceful, really calm, all the smoke coming from the chimneys of the boat. Look at those trees over there all pollarded. Big thumbs up for winter cruising.
This is the beginning of a new waterway linking Milton Keynes with Bedford, and it's going to be approximately 20 miles long. It's a wide canal with about 20 locks. So this is a marina section here being built. I'll put a link below to a video that was put up about 10 years ago with proposing this, and it has Kevin Waitley of Inspector Morse fame doing the video. So yeah, interesting to see that they've actually got somewhere with it, but don't know how far into they've started digging in the actual canal yet. It just looks like the marina bit's been done so far. Anyway, very interesting. Beautiful village of Great Linford in lovely honey-coloured Cotswold stone. So it says in the book it's worth a walk around, so we'll probably end up doing that tomorrow.
So we've managed to prise off this piece of wood, well, looks like a bit of worktop.
Kitchen work surface,
that had been actually glued to the waste tank. So we just had to prise it all off. At one point water started pumping and we thought we'd done something seriously wrong, but we just caught the lever for the toilet. Everything is bone dry. We found more wires going down and then through the wall, and then it appears they go all the way up outside the skin of the boat to a fan in the ceiling. So far so good. We haven't found any leaks. The toilet waste tank looks in good condition.
Yeah.
We did release some air from the calorifier, didn't we?
Yeah. Quite
a bit of air, so maybe that's been a little bit of a problem. Perhaps we had an airlock in it. But so it looks like we now started doing the bathroom because we've had to smash it up a little bit, but that's not a problem.
I think it's doing this sort of thing gives us a better understanding of how the boat works, doesn't it? So we know what the pipes are for that are going through. There's pipes coming from the engine to the calorifier, which is the hot water tank, and then back again. So just doing a bit of research, I think, is what we need to do.
It does make you feel good. We don't enjoy doing this. We've said before we're not DIY people, but I do feel better.
Makes me feel great that I've done that to me chisel to get that bloody board off.
So I guess the next thing is that we might have to take this sink out and have a look underneath. The sink is absolutely naff. All the woodwork is.
Yeah, look at it. This boat was built in 2002. Not 1952. Look at the state of this plumbing, the woodwork, the naff. Look what they've used. They've used kitchen work surface for a bathroom. Ridiculous.
So we've got a little bit of a task on our hands. I think we're going to get a plumber in at some point to fit the shower, because we just don't want to risk any leaks being from waste pipes of shower and stuff like that.
The only other area I think we might have a leak is this. And this is really loose, it did come off in one piece, didn't it, once, and squirting water everywhere.
Having said that, if that was leaking, surely the water pump would be clicking on and off all the time, and it isn't.
Expect it to, wouldn't
So I really hope that was that calorifier, now having let the air out. But there'll be an update soon. Dun dun dun.
Well, I don't want to have to look behind there.
I think we'll stop
taking
there.
this wall off down here, and I can't be doing
And on the back of this wall is the electric panel with a fuse box on it. So to take this wall off and start looking behind it.
Don't talk to me about fuse boxes. Show the viewers the state of this fuse box in here. Look at it.
Wait for it.
Look at that. And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are connected. 6 things are connected.
I've actually put little stickers on. These things work. The red crosses have actually got nothing connected to them, and the ones in between are connected, but we don't know what to. Because it don't seem to do
What does that say?
That says, oh, fridge, so we haven't got a fridge.
We've not got a fridge. But all the wires leading from these are existing somewhere, because there used to be a fridge on board, didn't
Yeah,
there?
but there's, look, one I've put across by tunnel lights. There's nothing on the tunnel lights one. So does that mean our lights are not fused?
Probably. It
So-
probably goes, the lead goes straight to the battery, probably, or some such.
Any electricians out there willing to advise?
The lock at Cosgrove. We got through it today because it's closing tomorrow, and then you can see the new lock gates, so I think it's going to be closed for 2 or 3 weeks. And this is the Buckingham Arm, which is at the moment under restoration. Days of old, this used to go down to Brentford apparently, just on the west side of London. At the moment I think there's only a mile or so of it navigable. Well, it's Sunday and roast day, Fran.
Yeah, but roast with a difference today because I've got a bit bored cooking with obviously having to be careful what we're buying now. I've just got a little bit bored doing the same thing, and I've taken my finger off of the ball and I've done some naff dinners. Haven't I?
I wouldn't say that.
Not all the time.
Much.
So anyway, we've got a nice big supply of vegetables. So we have roasted veggies, fluffy roast potatoes, hopefully, Yorkshire puddings, but I'm going to do some stuffed cabbage leaves as well.
Stuffed with what?
It's actually, it's a bit of a treat because it's a stuffing mixture that we bought, but it's quinoa, whatever you say, quinoa, and seeds and stuff. So
why is it a bit of a cheat? Because you're not making it from fresh.
Yeah, I just picked this, but having said that, if it's nice, I will look up and buy the seeds individually and make it. But I like cooking, and we don't always have the time to put effort and energy into it because we're cruising or doing other things. So yeah, that's what we've got. And we've nearly always got fresh vegetables sitting there. Look at the size of that leek. Look, I don't know what to do with that yet, but...
There must be an answer to that somewhere. So this is our stuffed cabbage leaves then, in the absence of vine leaves.
This is quinoa, and apparently it's a mixture of quinoa and bulgur wheat, which has been cooked in stock. I've added some garlic and mushroom and herbs to it. And you just apparently wrap them, roll them, and they're going to go in here with a little bit of stock on them for about half an hour in the oven with the roasted vegetables. It's dead easy, and if this is a good meal, I should be well chuffed. Presumably you can flavour this now with anything you like.
Marmite.
Well, why not? It is just quinoa and bulgur wheat. So I won't buy the stuffing mix another time. Now I know that's all it is. We will just I'll try and get some quinoa seeds and bulgur wheat. I think I've overfilled that one.
Oh, I'll have that one then. Well, it looks great.
We will see. But this has to be mine because Richard does not eat parsnips.
No,
who would have thought that somebody
not do parsnips, no.
would not eat parsnips?
Ugh.
But I think you've got a red parsnip on your plate there.
Yeah, but what's more interesting to me is what is over here. Check those out. Roast tatties. Mmm.
That's the best bit, isn't it? And I've cooked enough that we'll have the good East End favourite.
Well, bubble and squeak in the morning.
Bubble
tomorrow.
and squeak tomorrow.
Do you think
for
there'll be
lunch.
some left over?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there will. Ta-da! Hang on a minute. Cheers. Broke the last wine glass the other day, so I've got a tumbler. It's a shame, isn't it?
Half a pint of wine in that by the looks of it.